Today, we're going to talk about how to make 2024 a green zone year. Now, you may be saying, what's a green zone year? If it's the first time you've ever been listening, a green zone year is being in the zone. It's also being in the flow, okay? So what is green zone? Very simply, being in the right place at the right time, doing the right things with the right people. There's an ease to it. So when you're in that right place, right time, with the right people doing the right things, you find right answers to challenges and problems more easily. I mean, who doesn't want that, okay? Not being stuck. You also are able to produce more with less effort and less time. Who needs more time? I do. I know everybody does. And then time is precious. So, and lastly, your intelligence and learning capacity is greatly increased. So you work smarter, a lot faster. So those are just 3 benefits, although there are many others, okay, for operating and living in that green zone, in that being in the flow space. Now, I want to just share with you the definition of ease, because what we want is more ease, doing successful actions, and being able to make more with less. That's an ability. Okay, by definition, ease from the American Heritage Dictionary is the condition of being comfortable and relieved, freedom from pain, worry, and agitation. Oh, I hate to be agitated. Freedom from constraint or restrained or embarrassment. Oh, you don't like that either. And then freedom from difficulty and hardship or effort. I don't like that either. So being in the zone and operating in that space just makes life so much easier, relationships so much easier, mood levels so much higher. Life is just fun. So with that, here's the way, one way that you can foster more ease in your life by keeping your successful actions intact, knowing what they are, continuing to do them. And then if you want to expand in 2024, then you know those successful actions and then look at ways you can actually increase the actions or the numbers. Again, intelligence is up. So you'll find how to expand if that's what you want to do. So here's the assignment. So look up in a good dictionary the definition of ease, and then make a list of all the successful actions that you did last year. Okay, now focus it in on the area that you want to improve in, okay? One step at a time. And there may be several areas, but take one step at a time. Focus in that area that you want to improve in. And let me just throw in a little story here. So I'm very happy with the things that we produced last year as a company. And there were several successful actions that we did as a team. There were several successful actions that I did as part of that team. And it wasn't just about coming into work with a great mood every day and producing and studying and getting a great outcome. There were several pieces that I implemented. One of them was on a personal level was, my goal is to exercise 4 times a week. And then also to really, really get on top of eating carbs and sugar, which I did. But because that makes me feel better, that makes me feel great physically, okay? It makes my overall happiness in every aspect of my life just be in the zone, if you will, like really, really in the zone. So one of my successful actions for producing what I personally produced last year was basically looking at myself, as a whole, spiritual, mentally, emotionally, and then all the action steps that I took to get the results as a team member for the company. So when you make a list of all your successful actions, be sure and inspect that as well. Another thing I will tell you that some of the team members did once a quarter we took a long weekend off so that we could get out of the business, go away for 4 or 5 days, and just have personal time, fun time. Did that affect each person's outlook? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Time away, rejuvenate. So do something fun. So when you're making a list of your successful actions, take a look at everything from a whole perspective. Here's the process. Get the idea of having a green zone year in 2024. The next thing is write down, tell me about it, describe it. So you want to describe that. Number 3 is, what problem could that create? Let me give you an example on this. Well, you may say, well, I'll have to spend a little bit more time away from my family. So the next question is, how could you handle that? Well, have a meeting, sit down and talk to your family, tell them that you want to have another great year and that it's probably going to require a little bit more of your time, and kind of take a look and see how much more time. Is it 5 hours a month? Is it an extra hour a week? Is it an extra 2 hours a week? What is that? Is it studying on a Saturday morning? Just kind of lay it out there so they can understand and get in alignment with you. And then take a look at the next question is, what will be the consequences of this? If you're confused on consequences, that they're bad, look that up in a good dictionary, because consequences are positive and negative. They're just not negative. Most people think consequences are negative. No, there's positive and negative. And then the next question is, have you ever had a green zone year? Have you ever had a year where you were in the flow? And if so, what happened? So with that, do the assignment, post it so we can see your answers, and create a in the flow, in the zone, green zone year for yourself. Thank you. See you next week.